Hello friends, my name is Kisan and welcome you in this video tutorial. In this video tutorial we are going to discuss about the ZonedDateTime API. In Java 8 provides ZonedDateTime. It's a class when we need to deal with time zone, a specific date and time. The zoned ID is an identifier used to represent different zones. There are different time zones and zone ID are used to represent them. Okay, so let's go to Eclipse and try to search. Press Ctrl Shift T and try to search for zone ID. And here is the zone ID which is available in java.time package. It's a class. It's an abstract class which represents zone ID for different zones. So if you look into on the top of this, in beginning of this class, they have listed a lot of time zones right over here, and this represents different regions time zone. So here basically if you want to create time, if we can create a time zone for different regions. So let's create a time zone for Paris and we can create like this. So we have a zone ID and we have a method is called off method. It's a factory method, and here zone ID you can supply as a string. So here I'm going to pass a zone ID. So if you look on the zone ID, there are different zone IDs over here. So let's pass any of one zone ID. Asia/Kolkata, this is for Indian time zone, and let's pass this Asia/Tokyo. So here this comes under Asia specific time zone, and this will return you zone ID itself, right? So that returns us zone ID itself. Now if you want to, so this way we can create time zone for a specific zone ID. Now if you want to retrieve, if you want to see time zones for all regions, then you have a method is called time zone dot get available zones ID, and this will print the time zone ID for all. So here I'm not going to iterate it, simply I'm going to print this list, and you can see you'll get a lot of and time zone for all regions will be printed on the console. So you can see it's time zone for different regions. If I can iterate it. So we know the enhanced for loop as for each loop in lambda, so we can apply this one to print its value. So system dot out double colon is a method reference. So you can print time zone for time zone ID for all regions. Look at here. See, there are a lot of time zones over here. So this way you can print time zone for all regions. So I'm going to comment this guy now. So just keep in mind, if you want to see the time zones for all regions, then we have a static method get available time zones, which is available in zone ID class. Now a local date time can be converted to a specific zone. So if you look into the local date time, and I want to convert this local time zone, which local date time, which represents combination of date and time, right? So I want to convert it into a specific time zone, right? So we have a method is called off. So off has a lot of overloaded method. One of the method which gives you chance to pass zone ID as well. So look at here, this here not this one, but off method, sorry, method which takes two argument first you will have to pass sorry, this method is basically available in the ZonedDateTime. Sorry, this method is available in ZonedDateTime. This is not available in the ZonedDateTime. And you can see off method, right? So I'm talking about this method, very first method, right? There are other methods also, like if you have a local date, then you can convert into a specific time zone. So here I want to convert local date time into a specific zone. So here you can do local date time dot now, right? And here zone ID you can pass, right? So here I am going to pass. So already we have a zone ID, so here you can pass this zone ID, right? So this will convert into a specific zone, right? So ZonedDateTime, this will give you the ZonedDateTime basically. And so this time will be given into Asia/Tokyo. So if I try to print it, so this will print date time in Asia/Tokyo. So now this is printing, I mean 2nd March, and this is the time and saying that Asia/Tokyo. So this we can convert I mean time from one in a specific zone. So another way to work with the time zone by using the offset date time. The offset date time is an immutable representation of date time with an offset. This class stores all date and time fields to a precision of nanoseconds, as well as the offset from UTC Greenwich. The offset date time instance can be created by using zone offset. So here we can create we have a local date, so we have a local date time, right? Local date time, and we have a method is called, in local date time we have a method is called off. And here basically we are going to pass so we can pass to create. So I'm going to talk about another method which takes many parameters. So there are a lot of, I'm talking about this. So first I'm going to pass 2015, it's a year, and second parameter is going to pass month, month I'm going to pass February, and I'm going to pass time 20 hours 20 February, and number of hours I'm going to pass 6 comma 630, right? And this is not equal but off, the date of is called off, and this is going to return you instance of local date time, right? Now then we want to add 2 hours to the time by creating a zone offset and setting for the local date time instance. So we have a method, we have a class is called zone offset. So let's go for zone offset equal to, again we have a static method, and here we are going to call off method on it. and here I'm going to pass a string as a offset value. So that is, here you can pass either plus or minus. So plus 0 to colon as 2 hours and 0 minute, something like this. And here we again we have a offset date time. Again I'm going to call offset date time, and offset date time equal to offset date time dot, we have a method is called off, which takes first parameter is the local date time, which is here itself, and second parameter I'm going to pass offset itself. Now we have a offset date time. Now you can print its value, and if we can run this program, then we got here, right, 20 February 2015, and your date and time is separated with the alphabet T. So now see, initially we had initialized local date time with 6:30, and 2 hours we want to add using zone offset. So see, you can see plus 2 hours is getting added. So we have seen local date time of, that is 20th February 2015, and we have added 6:30 plus 2 hours as a offset, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial. So we have discussed about the basically the zone date time, and basically when we want to convert date from one zone to another zone. So in that case this class is zone date ID is very handy. So I hope you enjoyed learning this. In next video tutorial I'm going to discuss about the concept which belongs to the Java DateTime API itself, and that concept is called period and duration. So how period and duration works, so that we are going to discuss in next video. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in next video.